those. They cost between $14 and $20, $18 to build one, and it charges your new phone 20%. So you're at 20%, and it will bring your phone all the way up to 40. Impressive, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so now your phone's at 60%, and they'll take you all the way to 80. Now I think, from what students have told me, is you can buy that little, is it Justin? Little power stick. I think it's called a Justin. They are now like $9, $10. They'll charge your phone once or twice. Why would we build something in class that costs $14 and can give you 20% of a charge? You can walk over to this marketplace, give them a $10 bill, get a power charger about the size of this marker that will at least go 80% on your phone. That makes no sense. What we're looking into doing right now is seeing if we can take that little charging stick that costs $10, throw $2 or $3 of electronics onto it, and be able to charge it with solar power. That would be fun.
Yeah.
Or you can still plug it into your computer at home. That makes more sense. Now, if you're dying to make one of those chargers, we can work on it. But I'm not going to give you a project that uses $18 to get 20% charge on your phone. Doesn't make sense to me. So the copper video, enjoy it. If you did not get to answer all the questions and you spent the time on your phone,
Are you seriously just
you should
recording
answer
this?
them. If you've got most of the questions, I'm okay with that for today.
We are actually recording this in class.
You can? Yes. Wait, were you like looking at
Say pizza!
The beginning of the integrated circuits, blue was used because it was really the best material in terms of being compatible with the rest of the integrated circuits. Copper was always known historically as a very good metal for interconnection. However, it had some negative properties. If it comes into contact with the actual device,
I am actually recording.
Why you sliver, bro?
I'm
By the mid-1980s, aluminum circuitry just couldn't get small enough to fit within
So
shrinking
pissed off if you get more
electronics.
subscribers.
Aluminum's resistance to the flow of electricity
Get me more than
rugged,
him.
and
And
more
he is
limited
Armored
is needed to
Herobrine.
conduct
Collaborate.
ample
You collaborate.
Engineers knew that copper's lower resistance allowed for much smaller wires, but they had to find a way to protect the silicon from the copper. After nearly 15 years of research, scientists at IBM finally developed a microscopic barrier that did just that.
Okay, your talking is so loud and so many of you are talking.
Out in the hall.
Maybe like a long written reflective assignment at the end. Okay, set up to a conversation, whisper, should be fine.
It's actually a barrier that would keep the copper sort of on top of the devices. And so it wouldn't be able to go down to the actual device.
This advance made it possible to fabricate smaller chips that run up to 40% faster and use 30% less power.
Yeah, we're recording this in class.
Installing the copper interconnects onto the silicon chips
Oh,
common metalworking processes, but on a microscopic scale.
We use electroplating, just like they did in the old days, to coat the bottom of a cooking pot with copper, but with certain chemicals that allow the electroplating process to just perfectly fill all of these trenches with copper metal, and those are our interconnects. It's 1,000th the size of the human hair.
Who did not sign in?
Chip assembly takes place in what's called a clean room.
We can't tolerate any speck of dust because that's larger than the interconnects we want to make. It would block their fabrication and cause a defect that would kill the circuit.
It wasn't by accident that copper connectors ended up in the newest computers. Since the power of electricity was first harnessed in the late 1800s, the leading use for copper has been for the distribution and control of electrical current. A neutral atom of copper has 29 electrons. It's a good electrical conductor because a copper atom gives up its outermost electron easily. This 29th electron moves freely from the vicinity of one copper atom to another.
If one could see inside the structure of an atom, then what you would see is electrons that were drifting through between the copper atoms, but almost unimpeded. Whereas in other material, other metals,
believe him, 'cause he sounds smart.
non-metallic elements, the transfer of electrons has to happen
it's 'cause of
more
his accent, huh?
specifically.
It's
by
also- it's very
electrons
noisy.
hopping from one atom to the
Oxygen makes him
next.
sound smart.
It's
Smarter
very
than
easy to
what
accelerate electrons
No,
in the
that's
presence of an electric
that's
field.
an Arnold Schwarzenegger.
As a result,
Hey,
copper
no,
wire is
no,
extremely
it's-
sensitive to electrical pulses.
I know, because I was...
Only silver conducts electricity better than copper, but copper is much less costly. Today's world is
just killed
crisscrossed with a
yourself, you
lattice
know
of
that, right?
electrical wires, bringing power to homes and businesses. Copper is used almost exclusively for all wires, except those spanning long distances. Aluminum works better for those, since it's lighter and keeps overhead lines from sagging. Cero Wire in Ogden, Utah, manufactures a variety of wire gauges for use in homes and businesses.